the sound of the adjutant's call, which signals the start of the ceremony. Alay ang buhay, alang-alang sa kapakanan ng bayan, which literally means the brave frontliners. The class remains resilient and is determined to surpass the rigors of police training. Recognition rights is a traditional practice where police trainees are given due recognition for exemplifying discipline and recognized police trainees enjoy the privileges of weekend passes and open canteen. 1,503 aspirants submitted their respective application folders at Camp Badutangwala, Trinidad, Benguet, with 879 males and 624 females. 1,384 of which passed the psychological and psychiatric examination. The number dropped to 824 in total, confirmed to take the physical agility test on August 10, 2015 at Camp Badutangwala, Trinidad, Benguet, with 588 successful and fortunate recruits. Right after taking their oath of office, 498 were turned over to the Cordillera Administrative Region Training Center, and 90 others were sent to Region 1 Training Center to undergo Public Safety Basic Recruit course. Upon entry at the CARTC compound, they immediately started drills and ceremonies, or performing PNP exercises, maybe by dawn or before going to sleep, as part of their physical training, specifically as a simple way to equip them to endure any obstacle they may face in life, no matter how hard it is. Everyday devotions, aside from Sunday worships, were the primary weapons of homesickness.
Indeed, you have come a long way. All these days that you have been at the Cordillera Administrative Region Training Center, you have gradually transformed to become the finest gentlemen and officers. We are now proud to say you're ready to serve and protect. At this point, I wish to welcome you all to the recognition of the Public Safety Field Training Program, Panabak Class of 2015-02.
At this point in time, please remain where you are and fasten your seatbelts as we witness the police trainees in showcasing their skills and talents with a demo presentations.
Good.
Kali was found in 1897. It is a style specific to Filipino martial arts. It is strictly a combat-oriented system, as opposed to sport-focused style. It is a fighting system that focuses on the knife and machete, a sword for killing, and has been adopted by elite Philippine military and law enforcement units. Deputy Fuchsia is the only Kali system recognized by the Philippine government, used to train 4 Recon Marine battalions of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Special Action Force, contingent of the Philippine National Police. What they are now presenting are applications of some fighting and self-defense techniques using pickety during combative situations. Karate is a martial art of an armed self-defense in which directed blows are focused on the hands and feet, accompanied by special grouping and shouts that are dealt with poised positions. More than a method of combat, karate emphasizes self-discipline, positive attitude, and high moral purpose. It is taught professionally at different levels, under a variety of Asian names, as a self-defense, a competitive sport, and a freestyle exercise.
Every single one's got a story to tell.
Face again, harbor in the shadows. Feel this weight of sin hammering away. Die with the guilt of 1,000 evil soldiers. Die, watch the sight, usher me astray. I can't go on this way, not as I am today. The ugly side of me is strong. Take aim and load the gun. Hold back on all the run. A coward's truth inside the wrong. This means war. This means war. This means tongue of pain, carry me to nowhere. Mental holocaust, battle never ends. Lie, mask the pain of a child who's forsaken. Lie to myself, praise the new regime. I left me long ago, reasons you'll never know. No one to miss me when I'm gone.
Once upon a time in BSU,
All I'll be
Jesse Boy and his girlfriend is having a date when he surprised her when he proposed. They love each other so much that the girl accepted without any hesitation. But their happiness is to be disrupted by the ex-lover of Jesse Boy, who still loves him very much, is not happy about it. She sends some of her goons to win him back and to avenge for her. Luckily, the girlfriend is a martial artist. Therefore, she was able to defend and defeat those people who are trying to separate them.
Y'all ready? Yeah. Let's go!
Taekwondo is derived from the Korean word style. Learn the fundamentals of Taekwondo through choreographed sequence of combative moves. They also receive instruction in life principles such as courtesy, integrity, perseverance, and self-control. Waiku is a traditional dance before the fight to show respect to the opponent and to the art itself. These can be done through sitting or standing. Muay Thai is referred to as the art of eight limbs because it makes use of punches, kicks, elbows, and knee strikes while using the 8 point of contact which mimics the weapons of war. The hands become the sword and dagger. The shins and forearms were hardened in training to act as an armor against blows, and the elbows to fell opponents like a heavy mace or hammer. The legs and the knees become the axe and staff. The body operates as a unit. The knees and elbows will constantly search and test for an opening, while grappling and trying to spin an enemy to the ground for the kill. During the battles between the Burmese and the Thais, the famous fighter Nai Kanomtom of Sham, Thailand was captured in the year 1767. The Burmese knew of his expertise in hand-to-hand combat and gave him an opportunity to fight for his freedom. Soon after winning the match, he was freed by his captors and allowed to return to Siam. He was acknowledged as a hero, and his fighting style became known as Siamese-style boxing, later to be known as Muay Thai. This fighting style was soon recognized as a national sport and was used as a practical fighting technique in actual warfare. A practitioner of Muay Thai is known as Nak Muay Thai. Therefore, transform your entire body as a weapon that can be used to protect yourself and others against offenders. Introducing the new martial art in 1882. Judo first appeared as an event in the Olympic Games in 1964. The three common techniques used in competitions are Nagewaza, standing and throwing, Katamewaza, grappling, and Atemiwaza, striking. A judo contestant employs these techniques in various moves and combinations, trying to pin down an opponent to a mat, or to apply two holds that confines the opponent's movements and cause him or her to submit. What you are now witnessing is the application of throwing joint locks and choking techniques in combative situations.
Training Center, Silent Drillers. The execution of Rifle High, to say hi to all the audience who are watching this exhibition. Rifle Rock. Rifle Boogie. Rifle Twist. The rifle front kick. Rifle box. Rifle around the world. Rifle Extra. Rifle firing, kneeling and standing.
Hear about it.
Now the section leader informed all
Every single
attendants about
one's
the
got a
project.
story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the House of Hell.
During
And
this
if I catch
PNP
you coming
exercise,
back
it is
my way,
inspired.
I'm gonna sell it to you. That ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. Any pain coming from my bones is
He lounged across the house while two brothers sat in his chair security. The teenager needed to not right away, which means he needed a plan. The case of that stage. Several, the news and regrets were central PNP. Before the start of the exercise, the performers must clear their weapons.
Okay, everybody, offensive stance. Move. One. On your right.
On your right, 90 degrees forward, turn to the right while observing stance and low ready position. On your
On your
left,
left.
90
single one's got a story
up.
to tell.
A command remains fire. Fire only designated target
Pistol
or
and
range during
rifle
the flight time.
exercise number one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Pistol and rifle exercise number two. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Pistol and rifle exercise number four. One, two, three, four, five, six.
And after weeks of assessment and evaluation, I am fully convinced that these police trainees have already in them the knowledge and skills, and on to top of it all, the values and discipline. So as the chief of the Applied Training Affairs Division, sir, I have the honor to present to you 496 members of the Public Safety Field Training Program 2015-02. Panabak Class Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Golf, Echo, Echo M, Foxtrot.
By the virtue of the power vested in me as your Regional Training Director of the Cordillera Administrative Region Training Center, I now declare the Public Safety Field Training Program 2015-02 Class Panabak recognized as of today. Congratulations. Also would like to congratulate the proud family, friends, and the training staff of RTC. Congratulations also.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the most awaited part of today's event, the opening of colors and rolling of sleep.
Wanna sell it to you. That ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. Any pain coming from my bones is mine now.
The proud families and friends, sa ating training staff, sa ating mga bisita from the Benguet State University, and to our guest of honor speaker that I'll be introducing now. If you have been listening to the MC a while ago, while me and our guest of honor speaker were trooping the line, you have been informed of the wealth of academic background and experience our speaker possesses. Therefore, I will not belabor you with the same information. Instead, I would like to inform our honored guest that today we pay tribute to him by giving him this testimonial parade to celebrate his long dedicated service as an educator. Testimonial parades are strictly presented in the armed service, like the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police, to star rank officers, from Brigadier General to 4-star General. Today, we make an exemption for our guest who has just finished his tour of duty as President of Benguet State University. Ngayon sir, 5-star General ka ngayon. Here's the reason why we are enjoying the hospitality of Benguet State University. A momentous last act as President, solidifying the partnership between two great learning institutions, paving the way for mutually beneficial collaboration. And to formalize this partnership, we have forged a memorandum of agreement. For this, sir, we thank you very much from our hearts. So, to our police trainees, colleagues, family and friends, and other esteemed guests, let us all welcome and give a round of applause to Dr. Ben Dapios Ladilad, the former president of Benguet State University.
But this time, I'm really happy. Of course, I would like to extend a greeting to our Superintendent, Argentino Manabe Jr., and also Inspector, the Assistant Regional Training Director, Roel Tagel. I am honored and grateful to be given the opportunity to address the recognition rights of our men and women in the to soon become a regular force in the police. This academic training reinforces the quest for highly trained manpower in the police force of our country. And if it's strengthened with a strong commitment and dedication to service, will surely propel our country forward to economic prosperity, since peace is a milestone if achieved in every community, would ensure that there will be safe business and there will be business confidence and economic growth. So may I congratulate the parents of our trainees who just completed their training and soon to be joining the police force, as well as the faculty members in the head of our training center, Cordillera Regional Training Center, and also of course the Philippine Public Safety College, through of course the National Police Training Institute, together with the CAR Training Center. This is really a good step for us to be able to professionalize our police force. One of our meetings, when I happened to join a group discussing about the possible modernization of our facilities. Although in my case, I was there because of the academic programs across state colleges and universities. And one of the focus for discussion is this incentive for the monetary incentive for police force. But it's good that there is now the latest salary standardization. I hope that it will already be implemented by 2016. Also, the gadgets that you use, because in some reports there are units that are outgunned by the criminals, and these are the ones that should be addressed. And I was happy about that demonstration that you showed, the martial arts demonstrations. I think it will be mandatory for every police to learn about the basic martial arts, and this would help them, of course, to defend themselves in time of not only criminal problems, but even disasters where there are a group of criminals invading our police force. And this usually done if there are those that would like to create trouble in the various sectors of our society. But may I congratulate you, especially of course to include the Philippine Public Safety College through the CAR Training Center in National Police Institute for this successful undertaking, because for incoming members of the police force, this is really a very good training compared to in the past, because in the past even high school graduates are admitted. That's why this time that we have started the government have started to professionalize our police force. There had been a great improvement even in the performance of everyone on duty. And there's also a very good report of the decrease in the criminality in most regions of the country. So we would like to congratulate our police force, and can we give them one round of applause? Now, may I share with you some thoughts that shade a man in public service. Shade and made a man in public service, because these are very important, because in the future maybe one of you might become administrator, maybe superintendent, generals, and maybe even heading the police force of the country. So it's important that we have to be told or retold with the various qualities that we need for us to be able to manage whatever entity that would be assigned to us in the future. Number one is challenges and change. You know, some sectors are resistant to change. So there's a need for everyone to prepare to confront these challenges. And we have to prepare our new generations, employing a closer and more personalized engagement to address this problem. Because even if they know that such a reform or a program is very good, they would say, oh, tignan ko kung mag-succeed yan o hindi. Kasi kung mag-succeed, then they can join. This is the meaning. But if not, then they will just be acting a wait-and-see attitude for them to be able to see first the effect. But, you know, we have to risk. If we would like our country to move forward, we really have to participate at the very start and be able to effect change. Look what happened to Japan. It was devastated during the last World War II, but this time it's one of the most advanced countries in the world. Second, be receptive to new horizons. Be receptive to new horizons. The rapid technology development across a spectrum of users would endeavor us to learn and embrace modern technologies to continuously improve on everyone's performance along their assigned task. To do this is to strive to excel your own performance in previous day or previous year for every succeeding day or year. This would mean that you can set a target for the year. This is what I'm going to do. And then make sure that you can do more to be able to excel on what you have done in the past year. And continuously doing this would make you more efficient and become high quality public servant. Third, always think what is good, what good service you can contribute to your country. Think always how your work can contribute to the attainment of your collective goal for the country. What I'm saying here is, the organization may have a general goal or objective to accomplish for the year. So part of this collective goal, what can you do to contribute and be a part, your accomplishment be a part of the achievements on that timeline. Fourth, always bear in mind that effectiveness can be learned. To be efficient in your work, always do what is appropriate and get the right thing done. So, this would mean in a good work. The fifth one is a teamwork for productive innovations. The best way to improve on one's output in any undertaking is to develop a strong teamwork. No man, we usually call it, no man is an island. There's no monopoly of knowledge. So, the best way to approach for a good teamwork is to solicit suggestions. Do you believe that more heads is better than one? And so, if everyone contributes viable ideas for improvement, then as excellent, there will be, a result would be an excellent product. It can always be attained. So, teamwork is very important, even in any organization like the police force. If you are assigned in a team or a group, then work together, because it is the best way you can not only protect each other, but the best way for you to come up with a very quality or good output. 6, make yourself productive. How do you do this? So to achieve good results, one has to use all available means that are lawful and appropriate. We have to employ all strategies to be able to come up with a quality output. There are elements that you can use in decision making. One, you should establish rules or principles that you can use. That's why in various organizations, mayroon silang policy. They have their respective policy, and this will be their Bible to follow in their operation. Second, specification or boundary conditions. You have to dwell primarily within the scope or boundary as stated in your principles. Do not go beyond, because it's not appropriate. Third, think what is right before attention is given to compromises, adaptations, and concessions. There may be instances that you have to negotiate. just like in the peace process. If you are to negotiate, always think of the interest of your country, the interest of your organization before making a move. And by doing this, you can always bargain for the right thing. And then another one, building into the decisions or actions to carry out your mission. Meaning that before you do an action, and especially if you are new to that kind of task, it is always best to solicit suggestions and also build this as a reference that you can follow. And so the moment you will establish this as a guiding line, then you can already move. In all of you, all members of your team, units or organization will be able to follow the same. Just like what you just did. I was watching when you were dancing, and there's really a teamwork among you, where one movement is replicated by the others. So you move on one, meaning you have one the same movement, and this is a sign already of a good teamwork. We would hope that in the organization you will follow this. It's already fully covered by the mud that was thrown by your detractors. Then you can offer the other side as a way. But of course, in the end, do what is right based on a perfect judgment. And whatever they do, as long as your hands are clean, yourself is clean, then nothing could bother you, because the truth will always set you free. So, I think I will be telling you more, maybe in some encounters in the future. So once again, may I congratulate everyone for the work well done. Be yourself always, and pray for what is best when you are confused along the way. May you all be blessed for a brighter future by the Almighty. So thank you, and good morning to everyone.